Okay, let's get started, guys. So today, let me talk. Okay, so today we're going to start by talking about cost versus benefit. And the first question asks, what are the costs and benefits to you of coming to California? And the second question is, what are the costs, and including the opportunity costs and benefits to you of returning to your country of origin? So, uh, some of the costs of coming to California are numerous. First of all, you have to leave your country of origin, you leave your family, your friends, your culture, your language, many things behind. And and that's not easy to do. Most people cannot do this. Okay, I've tried to recruit many students, and it's very hard to recruit people because they are not willing to bear the cost of relocating. Okay, and that's the reality. But what are the benefits of coming to California are also numerous. First of all, California has some of the best weather in the world. The weather in Southern California is about as good as Spain or Portugal or Italy or Greece and parts of Turkey. And most countries don't have this kind of weather. Most rich countries are very cold, freezing cold, and most poor countries are very hot. So that's one of the advantages is the weather. The other advantage is coming to California is you're going to have a much better opportunity to make a lot of money. California is probably the sixth, seventh, or eighth richest region in the world. And by coming here and working here in the next 40 years, which is a normal work life, you're going to make a lot more money than in most places, right? If California is ranked, say, sixth, seventh, or eighth as the richest region in the world, that means there are almost 200 countries or regions where you cannot make the kind of money you can make in California. So those are the benefits. Those are the costs of coming to California. Those are the benefits. Okay, and then addressing the second question, what are the costs and benefits of you to returning to your country of origin? Well, the benefits of returning to your country of origin, it depends on the country. Of course, if you're originally from Monaco, there's a lot of benefits to returning to your country of origin because Monaco has excellent weather like we do in Southern California, but they have a much higher standard of living than California. So in that case, I think there's not a problem. But some of the benefits of returning to your country would be you return to your country of origin, where you were born, where you grew up, to your language, your culture, your cuisine, your family, your friends, your nation, and so forth. So those are the benefits of returning to your country of origin. But the cost of returning to your country of origin, again, depends on the country that we're talking about. If you're talking about Monaco, which has excellent weather and an extremely high standard of living, then that's I think a wonderful opportunity. If you're coming from a country that is richer than California, but there are again few countries or regions that are richer than California. There are probably 6, 7, or 8 regions that are richer than California, and we know what they are: Monaco, Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, Bermuda, maybe Ireland, maybe Qatar. It's very few in number, very few. Okay, so in those places you could probably make more money than California, but not, although not necessarily, but probably. So the big benefit, so the opportunity cost for you to return to your country of origin is that you probably won't make as much money as you can make here, and that's an issue. But it depends. If you move back to maybe not a super rich country like Monaco, but a rich country like say Japan or Korea, you will still make less money than here, but you won't. The difference won't be so dramatic. There'll be some difference, but not as vast as with other countries. Okay, and if you're returning to a mid-level country like say Argentina or Costa Rica or Mexico, the difference will be more stark. You'll be able to notice a bigger difference in terms of the streets and the electrical grid and the water supply and all these things in a mid-level country. Okay, but if you're returning to a poor country or a poorer country, then the difference will be dramatic. It'll be dramatic, right? So that's what you got to think about. What are the costs and benefits of coming here to California, and what are the costs including the opportunity costs of returning to your country of origin? But that's something you have to decide. Nobody can tell you what's best for you. Okay. I decided to stay in California because I thought I was going to make a lot more money here if I went to Mexico or Argentina or any speaking country, including Spain. So I stayed here. But there were costs involved too, right? I had to give up my country, my language, my culture, a lot of things. And I had to grow up and live and work with people who were alien to me, sometimes hostile to me, right? Because California has a history of conflict between the Mexicans and the white Europeans. And so there's a kind of, I think, ongoing struggle between these two people. And so the white Europeans are not necessarily happy with the Mexicans, and the Mexicans are not necessarily happy with the white European immigrants. Kind of like maybe the Philippines when the United States invaded the Philippines, like that kind of experience. Or maybe the Vietnamese when the French invaded Vietnam, like that. Is that kind of experience. So it's not easy, and you have to pick your poison. You have to choose what's best for you. Only you can decide. Okay.